Keeper's monster. Tiger had a brand new torch. Torch. It's the most powerful torch there is. 就是最亮的. He said to Kipper, he shone it at a big owl. Where's the owl? I don't see the owl. Oh. He shone it in Kipper's face. Oh, that's Kipper. You should see it when it's dark, he said. It's really good when it's dark. He sat in Kipper's basket and pulled the blanket over his head. Come on, we can make it dark under here, he said. Under the blanket was one of Kipper's storybook. That's another thing, said Tiger. You can read under the bedclothes with a torch like this. Kipper began to read. Deep in the middle of the dark wood, there lived a horrible, horrendous, terrible, tremendous. That's it, shouted Tiger, jumping up. We'll camp in the woods tonight. It'll be really, really dark in the woods. Shall I bring my book? Said Kipper. See, they went with the basket. Oh, this is a long story, okay. So, they took the book and some biscuits, and they put up the tent in the middle of the woods, at the bottom of a big hill. That's a teepee, it's a tent. But as it began to get dark, Tiger began to think that perhaps it wasn't such a good idea after all. Come inside and have a biscuit, said Kipper. Do you want rabbit or big owl? But Tiger didn't reply. He was looking nervously out of the door. Do you think there are any bears in the woods? Do you think there are bears in the woods? Yeah. No, I shouldn't think so, said Kipper. He began to read. Deep in the middle of the dark wood, there lived a horrible, but the tiger wasn't ready. He asked Kipper to sit next to the door instead of him. Why? He asked the tiger to sit next to the door. Oh no, Tiger asked Kipper to sit next to the door because the tiger was afraid of the bear. And when Kipper tried again to read, Tiger got up and zipped the door shut altogether. So Tiger was a little bit afraid of what? Bears in the forest. But the third time Kipper tried to read, from somewhere outside the tent, there came the most terrible, tremendous, horrible, horrendous screech. Screech is a what was that? Said Kipper. Tiger said nothing. Let's go and look, whispered Kipper. So Kipper is very brave. He always try to find out, but Tiger was very scared, yeah. So they crept out of the tent and into the woods, shining Tiger's torch ahead of them. So they went out of the tent. Yeah. I think it came from somewhere near here, said Kipper. The torch beam lit up the enormous gray trunk of an old tree. There's a big old tree here. There in the middle was a dark hole. Yeah. Suddenly, a huge pair of yellow eyes blinked open, and from the hole came the most terrible screech. They shrieked and ran, bumping into each other and sending the torch flying. Where are the torch? The torch, they lost the torch, yeah. They scrambled into the tent and laid there panting hard, listening. Where's their torch? Not in the tent anymore, yeah. I think it was just an owl, whispered the keeper. Yes, it was just a silly old owl, but behind him, the shadow of something was growing on the wall of the tent. Something with horns. Yeah. Getting bigger. It's a horrible, horrendous monster, squealed Tiger. The shape on the tent grew and grew till it was looming above them. Then slowly it changed into shape that Kipper had seen before. What's that? It looked like a boy. Is it? Oh, yeah. Kipper crept out of the tent and walked towards the torchlight. There, caught in the beam, was a little snail. Kipper picked up the torch and let the snail crawl onto his paw. Paw 是什么？它的爪子。He looked at the snail closely. Its horn curled in and out as he touched them. Yeah, so now that's... I found the horrible, horrendous monster. Look, Tiger. Tiger peeked out from underneath the blanket. He saw the snail. He saw its shadow. He felt silly because that was not a monster. What was it? It's the shadow of the snail. Yeah, shall I read the story now? Said Kipper. But Kipper never did get to read his story because they went home to Tiger's house where they put up the tent in Tiger's bedroom, and Tiger got to read it instead. So the tiger is still afraid, sleeping in the tent in the dark forest. The end. Yeah, my children absolutely love all of Mick Ickpen's book, and I shall love reading Kipper to them, even when it's for the 100th times. Storytelling at its best. Okay, the end. There's other books we're going to read later. Okay, finish. 你按一下。